Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Franz Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And today I'm going to show you a fun project that my friend Linda Bowen gave to me. She gave me this little cute Santa-tizer. I thought it was so clever. When we were at Founder, she gave me one of that and I absolutely love him. So I decided to do, this one been around quite a few places. I mean, my customer play with it, look at it. So I decided to do one. And she used the stampin'Up punch there. And the scallop, I switch a few things. So, and hers are beer open, so I guess you can sign something there. I thought that was clever. So let's get started. I noticed I forgot one little punch too. Let me grab that. Here we go. So, I'm using different punch because I had a mustache to his and a few different things. So let's get started. First thing that you're going to do is get your bottle of Santa-tizer, and each bottle going to be a bit different. So what I done, I use my, it's on the floor. When you're going to use your bottle of Santa-tizer, you're going to measure around it to know how much. So you see it's about 5. I went at 6. 5.5 would have been plenty for overlap. And then measure the length like this. So it's about 2 1/4. You don't want to go too high. So that's what you're going to do. And then I did the same thing for a big one with a pump. So I measured the same thing. This one here, you're going to notice I didn't emboss it because I would have had to match the embossing. So I just left it plain. So it's no right and wrong when it comes to crafting. So let me move, and then I did one with the ball Santa. I think I really like him that he don't have a hat on. And then I did this one. So I'm going to show you how to do it. It's the same thing. You're going to decide if you want to add the hat or not. So the punch I'm using is mustache. It's the butterfly punch, the bigger one. For his face, it's 1 3/8. The hat, it is the window punch, word window, and then the large, extra large oval. And then we're going to use the owl punch for the circle and the little bitty post-it note that's in the pack of 3. I'm going to have all the supplies list on my blog. And then for the Santatizer, first she put a line in between, and I realized I put it all together and I kept it that way. I just print that on my computer, and we're going to start with this first because we're using the 1 3/8. I'm going to come here, try to line that up a bit, and I go about halfway to my 1 3/8. Now we're going to use our scallop punch that I forgot. Imagine that, the 1 3/4 scallop punch. We're going to take that, put that in, and try to match it on the side the best that you can. That's the only thing. So you're going to ask me, I just kind of spaced them, and my printing was not good because look, I won't be able to do that one or that one. So I would have to play with that. So, or you can write it by hand. If you don't want to print it on computer, you can write that by hand. So now we got his beard done. And like I said, for his face, we're using the 1 3/8, and this is in bridal brush. Now I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? Brushing dry. So we got this, and you're going to see it fit perfect there. So we're going to glue that right now. And I like to use the tumble glue when it comes to little piece. Oh, this one I need to clean it. It gets some pokies on the side. Here we go. I think this one is better. Last night when I was playing with that, I'm like, I need to clean my glue dispenser. Here we go. So just put a little bit, because if you put too much, it's going to go on the side. We're going to put that right here. So now we get this done. Now for his beer, like I said, I use the butterfly punch, but just halfway. So you're going, halfway. You're going to see where the point there. Go just below that. And then I'm going to trim that just a tiny little bit. So what I mean by, oh, no, you know what? It was one more step to this. Let me do this again. I used the little tiny oval punch to help me with the punching. So I used the tiny punch. Let's do this again. Go about not quite halfway. That's going to help for the dip there. And then bring this here. Go about halfway. See, now we got that dip in it. Now we're going to glue this. Just put glue on each side of the wings there. And we're going to put his mustache. And then for his nose, I use the brushing bride and the bigger circle in the Art Punch. And that I sponge that with blushing bride. And we're going to have to cut that a little bit because it's too deep. So just cut that about like this. We're going to put just a little bit of glue in the back. You want to put that before you know the butterfly. So now I get his nose. And you can put him a little cheek if you want. I just blush a little bit. Here we go. Now for his eyes, I'm using the Art Punch again. And yes, I'm using a lot of the Art Punch when it comes to punch art. We're going to use those two right there. So I would say that's the medium, the big, medium, and those one would be the small one. Don't want to have all that junk here. Well, it's going to be good. Now, for this, though, I'm going to put my glue right here. Little dot there, little dot there. Now we're going to bring his eyes right here. Put one there. See how he come alive? And I'm going to have this Santa to another project. I don't know which one is coming first. I decide to do it. So now you're going to take the gel pen. Oops, it would be better if it would be dry there. Let's just do a line and a line. And now if you leave him ball, you're going to put a line there and a line there for his eyebrow. That is it for him. Now if you want to do a head, you're going to take the window punch, do a little slit here. I would say, oh, not quite half. And then you're going to do this. I go sideways, see this? Now we're going to use the oval punch. I cannot believe I didn't bring that, but it's right here on the other side. I've been playing with punch art all day. Now you're going to take, so this is your scallop oval. You're going to take this and start about, oh, not quite in the middle there, and take partial out of it. We used to have a small oval that I would punch in the center. We don't have that anymore, so I make my own. So now we got this. You're going to take this here. Okay, now I don't want it quite fit, so I get too much on this side. So I'm just going to come back and cut a little bit. that in the back. Et voila. And look, you see I get a little tip of this. Don't worry about that. We can take that off. Put some glue in the back of this. Oops. And glue in the back of this. Now let's remount this here. It's all slid on me. Et voila. So now I get his ad done. We need the little pom-pom there. That's the boho punch. And I'm using this tiny flower there. Whoops. Can I get another one here? Here we go. And this, I'm going to use a glue dot for it. And that glue dot's right here. I'm working at 2 desks here, so I have to reach on the other one. And so I'm using glue dot and just do the tip of this. Voila. So now you get his ad. And that I just use a little bit of snail in the back. And then you would cover partial of his eyes. And I think the hat, it's a little bit big for him, but that's how I done my hat. Voila. So now to put that on your bottle, what I done, I just put this one, I just put it here. I'm going to glue it there because it's so big. If you leave him ball, then pass a baker's twine around and cut another circle and glue that in the back, so he's just going to hang up. Okay, for the bottle, what I done, like I said, I show you how to measure. Now I pass that in the fancy fan just for something different. Some pass, like one I did in the polka dot like Linda, and I wanted to have something different. So we're going to put I like to use my fast fuse for this. So let's use our fast fuse. And then I'm going to, one's going to be on this side. And then turn it around and one on this side. Take your bottle, put this around, and push it very tight. Because you want that it stay kind of around. I'm not putting, oops, wrong way. I want this side first. I don't want to glue it on the bottle because they're going to be able to slide it off and slide it on another bottle if they use it all. Then I'm going to push this right here. And then this is it about 1/2 inch, and you're going to need about 6 inch long too. So I got a bit too much there. 6, 6.5. So you get place to work with it. This one I'm putting a glue dot there and reverse it and a glue dot there. That is going to be in the front because we're going to have the little cover in the front. Okay, I'm going to push that tight. Voila. Push that in the center. Now I'm using a glimmer paper, and I'm using that little punch, the Post-it punch there, the little one. And while we get this punch, I'm using the black, but we're going to shrink that up for the center. So I leave a space there. And then I'm going to cut this here. I just cut the postage dingle around the, like the scallop. Now I'm going to use a glue dot. Put this in the center. And I see my time, it's almost done. Another glue dot. Put that right here. And then for his little buckle, what I done, I just use a tiny little strip. And turn that around. Put that right here for his little, oops, I need to put my glue. But now you get the picture. And then I'm going to put 3 circles on it to have my buttons. This is it, my friend, how to do the Santa-tizer. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you.